What's going on, legends? Welcome back to the channel. In today's video, I'm going to be sharing with you guys the secret to using the M16 in Modern Warfare 2. That way you guys will have a much easier time leveling this weapon up, and then you guys will be able to unlock gold camo and move on to other challenges and better weapons. Now, obviously, this weapon is a burst fire, so the real trick here is obviously hitting each and every one of the bullets to actually make full use of this gun. The problem is, with the bursts the way they are, it can be pretty easy to miss some of the bullets throughout each burst, to lead to you having to do 3-4 bursts to even actually get an elimination, and by that time someone's going to laser beam you based on the TTK that we currently have. So essentially, at a burst fire, this thing finds its way towards the bottom of the assault rifle category, just overall being an extreme challenge to use. Now, luckily enough, I have a secret to success to using this. I'm going to be sharing with you guys that exact secret. Plus, I will be giving you guys a best loadout or class setup so that way you guys can actually set yourself up for success. Now, essentially, I don't have all the attachments unlocked, so I don't know if it's going to be the best overall. This is what I was able to use to be successful. I figured I would share with you guys as well. If you guys do enjoy this video at any time or find this video helpful in any way, make sure you show your support for the channel by going down below and smashing that like button. Go and throw an easy goal of 50 likes on today's video, as well as if you guys like to find your way back to the channel for more Call of Duty content, make sure you do that subscribe button alongside that notification bell so we don't miss you in future videos. Alright, it's like we were talking about before, there is a secret to success with this weapon. Now, we've obviously talked a little bit about the burst fire. However, we're going to be doing something completely different to actually make this weapon work or function much better. So, as you guys may or may not know, when you are in game, you do have an option to switch a weapon such as this to a single fire mode. All you have to do is hit left on the D-pad. If you are on mouse and keyboard, I'm not sure the exact, keybind for it, but essentially you still have this option as well. You're going to want to switch the weapon to single fire mode. Now, obviously you are wondering, why would I want to do that? Wouldn't that make it harder to use? Because it could be more based on a trigger finger. However, this will be substantially easier to use for the simple fact that it will be easier to connect the bullets. So essentially, when you are in closer ranges, it's going to be fairly easy to use. Even with a medium trigger finger, you will be able to eliminate opponents fairly quickly and much better success rate than the burst fire. If you have a higher rate of a trigger finger, you're going to be even more successful with it. The only real stipulation with this weapon is the longer you go in range, the more difficult it will be to actually hit those bullets, so some of those long-range engagements will be very tough to win. Now, overall, I was able to be pretty successful in these 6v6 modes. I do recommend you guys dive into those modes just specifically for this weapon because, again, if you get to too many ranges, which you're going to find pretty common in ground war or even invasion, it's going to be quite the challenge to actually be able to eliminate those opponents, especially if they're sniping, using a much better AR than you, just in general, hitting way more shots. So you guys are definitely going to want to put this in single fire mode, go into the 6v6 modes, it's just exclusively, that way you can kind of limit the ranges that you are actually challenging your opponents in. Now, this weapon will be one of the most challenging ones to actually level up in the assault rifle category, but I am confident with the change from burst fire to single fire, you guys will be entirely more successful across your journey. Now, I did say that I would share with you guys the loadout that I was using, so let's go ahead and dive into that so you guys are best set up for the attachments. Now, I did have a little bit of a shortcut considering I did buy the Vault Edition of this game, so I was able to have some more attachments right out the gate at level 1 with this gun than maybe some of you guys will have, but overall I think you guys will have most of these attachments available to you. So without further ado, let's go ahead and dive into the best class setup, the M16. Alrighty, for our attachments to the M16 we have as follows. For the muzzle we have the F-Tac Castle Comp, for the underbarrel the FSS Shark Fin 90, for our optic the Cronin Mini Red Dot, the stock the Assault 60 stock factory, and then last but not least for our magazine I'm rocking that 45 round mag. Now you guys know exactly what I was running when I was trying to level up my M16. I was fairly successful with these attachments. It's a little bit easier because you are using a single fire weapon, therefore recoil patterns will be a little bit different. You don't have to worry so much about that. It's not going to be going to the sky because you're going to have a little bit more control at that single fire consistency than you might if you are shooting that burst fire. So this was a way for me to at least level this up a much simpler way and obviously be able to move on to those other weapons. I think this, alongside obviously being able to know the secret of switching it to single fire and having better success, I think you guys will have a much easier journey leveling up this M16, and hopefully you guys will at least be able to get your challenges done. Now that's going to wrap things up for us here. Thank you guys for all the support in today's video, all the support on the channel. I look forward to seeing y'all in the next one. Peace.